Hello C++ programmers. Welcome to C++1. I'd like to tell you how this course is going to be organized. First, it's going to be taught through Blackboard Learn, which if you're looking at this video, then you've already logged on to Blackboard, into the shell, and found one of the two links. Here is a picture of our book. This book is the course. It has all of the information, well, most of the information you'll need, and also its progression is the same as the way we teach. So if you read the book carefully, you will be 95% there. You need to have a book naturally. It can be a print copy or an ebook. And just be careful to get the second edition. We will be using Visual Studio 2015, which is our integrated environment. This is what the start page looks like. You can purchase this from Microsoft for free, because you're a student. I have already contacted our lab administrator, Jen Morales Owen, and she has created accounts for you. You should have received an email from Central New Mexico Community College, Business and Information Technology, Imagine Premium, with a link to their site. Actually, she should be doing this first thing Monday morning. So go ahead and click on that link, find the email, click on that link, and use your CNM email as your login. Fill in the information and create a password, and you will have an account. Browse to find Visual Studio 2015 Enterprise Update 3, add it to your cart, and purchase it for free and download it. There is a link on Blackboard called Visual Studio 2015 Enterprise Update 3. If you click on it, you will find instructions for downloading and installing the IDE. Besides the IDE, the Integrated Development Environment, is where we will write our code and run it. So besides our program, there will also be My Programming Lab Skill Builder chapter exercises and Blackboard chapter questions. For My Programming Lab, you can see over here there's a link to My Programming Lab Getting Started Instructions. If you buy your book at the bookstore, you should have purchased an access code at the same time. You can either buy, as I said, the print book or the ebook, but either way you need an access code for My Programming Lab. You can also purchase these online at Pearson. So the course code that you will need is in this link, MPL course code. And if you only need to purchase the access code, then you can use this other link. And finally, there is just an MPL sign-in link. Once you are registered and you are enrolled in the MPL exercise course that goes along with C++1, then you can use that link to get to the exercises anytime. Okay, there are chapter questions that will be provided on Blackboard Learn. They're going to be true or false, multiple choice, and fill in the blank. They are on the contents of the book, and they're automatically graded. Those will be assignments that are found in the learning modules. All of your information will be found in the learning modules over here on the left. Now, I should mention, this is our welcome page. Before I get started on that, there is a Start Here module, which gives you the general course information like you have from all these courses. Here is a link to our syllabus. Please download it and read it. It has a schedule, and that is what is going to keep us going this semester. There is a separate link to the syllabus and a separate schedule that is loaded for you. There is also a link for instructor information. So, back to the learning modules. The learning modules that have programs in the title include all of the assignments. So here's the assignment for program 1, and there are also test cases that need to be done, which becomes a separate assignment. Here are syllabus questions, chapter 2 questions, and my programming lab for chapter 2. Also an assignment board link, and we'll talk about that a little later. We have a quiz later on between the 10th and the 12th on making a Visual Studio project. That's really important. That can be tricky, and I want to make sure everybody is up to speed. Finally, right here we get to all of the content, and here are the videos on different topics that try to expand on what is in the book or maybe explain it in a different way. And at the end of all of these, for each module, you're going to find help doing the test cases and help with coding the program. Those are 2 links that are going to be very useful to you. Okay, there will be also, let's take a look at learning module 0, getting started with the course in Visual Studio. The first thing that's in there is a link to this particular video. There is also a link on how to create a project in Visual Studio and Hello World. That is a video link. The link over here at the left is a Word doc. How to turn in your Visual Studio project to Blackboard Learn, how to access your graded project, and how to read the comments that I provide. So this is kind of like just an intro to how your course, things that you need to know in order to be successful in your course. On the discussion board, if you look over here in program 1, all right, the discussion board starts out with the usual introductory questions. The purpose of the discussion board is to give us the opportunity to communicate with each other and to ask questions that have not been made clear to you either by the book or by the lecture presentations. So I would like you to enter at least 7 posts about program issues you are having, or even perhaps some successes you were having when you were programming, and then please respond to 7, and that would be throughout the semester. That's not every week or anything silly like that, but I'll be surprised if you don't have a question, you know, at least 1 question for each assignment. And the topic of more help, I will be available for 2 online office hour sessions. One's going to be on Saturday from 10 to 11 and one on Mondays from 4 to 4:30. These will be on Blackboard Collaborate Ultra. The link to that is right here. And it's very handy. It's a very updated version. It's like Skype for Blackboard. And you will be in the course room for office hours. And we will be live talking to each other. If you have a webcam, microphone, then you can talk with me directly and ask questions. I can display Visual Studio on the screen and show you the code. If not, you can use the chat feature over here on the right and ask questions that way. So either way, you know sometime that you can always get a hold of me. There are other ways to get help. The E-Lab, which is in the E building in the north part of main campus. The E-Lab is in E102. There are always at least 2 tutors there and sometimes 4 who are really good at C++. The E-Lab hours are from 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 10 to 3 on Friday. And this lab is only open to CIS students. If you have attended open labs other places on campuses, like at Montoya campus or on the west side, you may be able to access Visual Studio through VMware if they have a virtual desktop that includes the CIS programming one. And your profile should be keyed into CIS programming, so it should show up if they have a virtual desktop. But there won't be any tutors at those other locations that can help you with programming. You'll have to come to the E-Lab. You're also invited to come to my in-person office hours, also in E102, Tuesdays and Thursdays, from 10 to 11:30 a.m. and from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. And also any other time by appointment if you're having an issue. Please read the syllabus. It has a recommended schedule, but the way the assignments are going to work is a little different this semester. What we're going to do is when you open up the shell, you will see that Learning Module 1 is open to everyone. As soon as you finish your assignment, you can upload it even if it's before the due date. Well, if you want to and you email me to let me know that it's there, I will grade it early, and if you earn more than 71% on your assignment, then I will open Learning Module 2 for you. If you don't make a 71, which in BIT is a C, then I will need you to repair your program according to the comments that I have put on it and resubmit it within 1 week. There really isn't any reason why you can't make a 71 on the second submission, and then you'll be ready to start the next learning module. There is, as I said, a tentative course assignment schedule that is posted. If you can adhere to that schedule, you'll be able to finish the course successfully. Please remember this is a late start course, which means it's 12 weeks long, and we will be working quickly to cover the same material as we would in 15 weeks. Try not to get behind because it will be very hard to catch up. If you're more than a week late on an assignment, then I won't be able to accept it, and that'll be a really big penalty, so you really need to keep up. The My Programming Lab and Blackboard questions will also all be open at the beginning of the course. They are coordinated with the assignment chapters, so that the Chapter 4 in My Programming Lab and questions covers the material in Chapter 4 in the book. And as a matter of fact, in that particular case, that's Program 4. That doesn't always work, but the chapters are all coordinated. So you may work as far ahead as you wish, but they all need to be done by the due dates. Both assignment types will show the answers 1 day before they're due. We'll also have 5 online quizzes. I will open the quizzes on Friday night at midnight and close them on Sunday night at midnight. You'll have 90 minutes to complete each quiz. If you want to take if you want to take a quiz in person, we can make arrangements at the testing center if you let me know ahead of time. So I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I've arranged the course so all your homework assignments are due. The program assignments are due on Sunday nights at midnight, basically, and most of the other ones. There are a few that will be due in the middle of the week, so please watch out for those. They will primarily be the test cases. Okay, I think that's a good summary of the structure of our course. I hope to meet you at the orientation on Monday, and if not, I'll see you online. Bye.